Hey, hey, gang stars. Welcome on in. I'm your master cosmologist and the head cheerleader to the stars, here with an energy forecast for your day. I am down a little rabbit hole right now, and it's not a good one. It's a sad one, actually. I just came home from the supermarket, and it wasn't so super. It was kind of the stupor market. I was completely dumbfounded at what I encountered as I was checking out, which was probably about 75 Mylar Mother's Day balloons hanging above the cash registers. And my heart just broke. I can't even believe we had Earth Day, what, like 2 weeks ago? And now we have Mylar balloons for Mother's Day, something the mother, the Earth, our planet, has absolutely no interest in, has no love for. It's harming the environment. It's killing her animals. And my brain just about exploded. And my temperature rose pretty quick too. When is enough enough, and when are we done with the consumerism and the bullshit? As I was walking out, there was all these plastic wrapped Mother's Day baskets, and I just oh my goddess. Oh my goddess. When are we going to realize that this planet is a fragile craft and it doesn't have much time before we completely upset beyond repair the delicate balance here? Some of us remember Mars. Mars was fertile. Mars was inhabited. Why do you think all these boys want to go back there with their dumb rockets and try to terraform it? Because they remember on a soul level too. But what happened on Mars? Same shit going on here. I've got different decks today. I was pulled to the Blue Cat Tarot and the Spirit Animal Oracle decks. I was thinking it was because we wanted to lighten up the subject matter. This is pretty heavy shit. Where are we? We've got Sun at 11 Taurus, Earth at 11 Scorpio. What this is a tower moment. It's an official tower card. And there's two different ways it's expressing right now. The first is a collapse and a system being dismantled, being torn apart. And, I think it's just a symptom of the times. It's just letting me know what time it is, seeing it like a tarot card. Like, oh, Mother's Day balloons when the planet's on a ticking time bomb. Oh, oh my goodness. I saw a bunch of ticks today and I was like, what is their medicine? Why are they here? It's a ticking time bomb. They were letting me know that the planet is a ticking time bomb and I have to hurry up. I have to wake everybody up and rouse everyone from their spiritual comatose. Everyone's lotion on some weird ET stuff, listening to some male dingleberries that say and claim that they manifested bread from the fucking sky. Like, shut up, please. Don't get me started. Anyway, where was I? I'm getting off on a tangent. Yes, it's a tower moment. And the reason why is because 11 is the number that rules Virgo. The Earth is 11 Scorpio. So that's Scorpio plus Virgo. It's a corrupt system. Virgo would be like a highly organized system, right? And then on the flip side, you've got Sun 11 Taurus, which is the construction of a system. It's the erection of a system. And by erection, I mean, think the 11 as towers going up. On yesterday's video was the Two of Swords, and it showed a black and a white column, two towers. There's some deep stuff going on here, and I'm processing it as I'm talking. I'm understanding exactly what's happening here. Yes, one system is completely being dismantled and the other is being erected. Think Inception in this bitch. It's Inception for the mother tricks, the tricky tricks that are tricking everybody to go against the Mother Earth. I noticed something else that was interesting. I'll bring it up before I go into the cards. I was just going into my little noggin there to see if anything else wanted to come through with the placements of the sun and the earth today. But the moon is in Cancer, which is really charging up that how shall I put that? It's making you feel the feels for the mother energy, for the feminine energy, for the purity of the planet. Think of Cancer energy like an aquarium filter. The little crabbies, they're like, this is debris. We get this out of the shell. It's irritating. It's toxic. It's polluting the water. Crabby crabs know. Back to this interesting kind of in what most people would say is insignificant as astrologers. How do I want to even articulate it? So what it is the earth, when it moves to 12 Scorpio after midnight Eastern Standard Time, it conjoins Vesta retrograde, and that trines the moon at 12 Cancer conjunct Cupido at 12 Cancer. It's an escape hatch, but it's also like a trap. There's something there very deep too about protecting the mother and the direction that our trajectory, where we're collectively heading. It reads like, do not pass go. Let's go into the cards and see where we want to be pointed, directed. I'm feeling this one on the bottom here. It's sticking out. The Judgment card. Interesting. It has almost a recycling symbol to me at the top, but the plants look dead. They look like they were not properly nurtured and cared for, as if the kitty was a very, very bad gardener. This is some old ancestral trauma. This is gonna bring up some shit. I can feel it. Some guilt for letting the garden go to crap, letting the garden fall into the wrong hands. There's judgment that you're going to be processing, shame and guilt, like, oh, what did I do in that past life? Just let it ride, let it pop and percolate. But what I'm seeing here is this phony baloney, reduce, recycle, reuse kind of mantra, or it's almost like a trope. That's not quite the word I'm looking for. What is that freaking word? Every time I go to look for this concept, it never comes up, I don't know, we'll just call it like a feel good. It's just to make you feel good, but it's really phony baloney and fake, and it's not actually solving any problems. It's just kind of recycling the fact that we're not addressing the damage that we're causing and how dire the situation is getting. Like, it's actually getting worse and worse and worse, and it's precipitating very quickly. When I was talking about the ticks and the ticking time bomb, I've done the math. I have it written down in one of my hundreds of journals that I have written all my data in, like a little savant med scientist, running numbers, constantly crunching the data. But I did it like a mad scientist in a fervor because I think I knew my body was telling me the time is running out. You don't have much time. You have to figure this out quick. And the math has to do with Sedna going into Cancer and Neptune. There was a whole bunch of little ingredients in the math equation, but there's an exact date. I have it written down, but it's roughly 40 years out. That's not very far off before the planet goes into a total hive collapse, and it's irreversible. It's unsalvageable. And there's a lot of spiritual people who talk nonsense bullshit, blow smoke up your ass to perpetuate their new age religions, which is just a spin-off of the old boys network that is still holding the patriarchal corruption system in place. So you have to be really keen and aware of what you're ingesting, what you're following, who you're listening to. Don't trust a snake oil salesman or a false prophet, because they're trying to stay in power, essentially. And they have no motivation, no drive, no reason to change. And they will sell you a lie, which is the Earth's fine, the Earth doesn't need help, she'll recover, she'll do this. It's not fucking true. It's not fucking true. You cannot have 8 billion souls running around doing what we're doing and expect the system to still function and support us. It's more God bullshit where you just don't care and you don't do anything and you ignore. Just don't look at it. God's gonna come and save us and give us our perfect system again. That's not how that works. That's not how that works. What I'm getting with the judgment card here is, where's good judgment? Where is common sense? It doesn't take a rocket scientist to look at the world and see it's a hot mess and it's hot garbage. It's a dumpster fire. I keep being told dumpster fire, dumpster fire. It's a dumpster fire. Lion spirit, be generous of spirit. The way I'm reading this lion card actually is a warrior clan, the lion-hearted. I am wearing my Dorothy dress again, and I wore it on purpose. There's an Emerald City kind of green going on in the background here, where there's almost this transmutation of the cowardly lion on the Wizard of Oz, where he's not scared anymore. He's very brave because he's confronted the puppeteer behind the curtain, and it's just a small little man, a coward, a true coward. And he stands in pride, ready to face these puppeteers pulling the strings, too cowardly to stand out publicly and admit that they're pulling the strings and that they're running this shit show. I've been really processing how gangster it is truly to commit your crimes in broad daylight. Show your face. Show your face. Admit what you're doing. Cowardly fuckers. I gotta stop swearing. Why do I need to stop swearing? When I'm channeling, I swear. It's funny because yesterday I did a message for Pisces and we got the judgment card for May, and it was digesting, assimilating fully our dark side, and that we have to do bad things and be bitchy and curse and bring out the flail and put the smack down so that some real, truly bad individuals don't keep staying in power and getting away with actual crime. It was this, so maybe I meant to pull this in here where you have to integrate your badness, your gangster qualities, that you might have to be a smooth criminal to shut this shit down with me. I've got the 8 of balls. All I saw was balls. And I have this necklace. I didn't even realize when I bought it what I was purchasing. It's a gold necklace and it had 2 balls dangling. And I was like, I guess I've earned my lady balls. So I saw balls and I was like, yeah, like it's time to grow a set. This lion's cojones are big. It's got big balls. Big brave balls. Big brave warrior balls. Or warrioress lady balls. It's such a cute deck. I love this deck. The Blue Cat Tarot. The 8 of balls is the 8 of pentacles, which is the craftsman card. I'm hearing Flow Rida, my house. Welcome to my house. I'm really taken to the bird house. Something about, I'm hearing it for the birds, and it's all blue. I know the moon is going to cross over Sirius tonight probably after, yes, after the conjunction of Cupido and the moon at 12. 14 Cancer is Sirius. It's almost reading like it's time to get really serious and to put on our brave faces as braves, as the warrioress plan. Sorry, I keep shaking my camera. Warrioress plan with our face paint in the broad daylight. Oh, this is so cool. Okay, so yesterday I was staring in the mirror and I turned into a raccoon and I had a bandit mask on. And this is the same energy. It's like we commit our crimes in the broad daylight and we announce what we're doing. It's the opposite of the closeted, illuminated, dark motherfuckers, if you catch my drift. Yeah. What else? I feel like there's more there with the 8 of balls. The Queen of Plants. Oh. The Queen of Plants, I believe, is the Queen of Wands. I'm almost 100% certain. Yeah, because feathers is swords. Queen of Plants. Let's bust her out and see what she has to say. The first thing I'm noticing is that her wand looks very sad and not vibrant, not healthy. It reads like a sickly houseplant to me. Almost like, oh wow, you know what she looks like? She looks like a nurse, an old-fashioned nurse. And that's like a temperature gauge where she took the temperature of the earth. It's a thermometer. It's a thermometer, and she's determined. Her prognosis is that the earth is sick. Guys, I'm letting you know the earth is sick. We have to stop now. We have to stop right now. We have to change our ways. I'm this Queen of Wands. I'm the one who has the prognosis. It says, this queen offers a rather exciting existence. She is the life of the party, disguised as a subtle kitty, merely holding out the olive branch. Sadly, new household members believe she is just a passive queen. Think again. Once her query is in sight, or even the glimmer of something shiny captures her attention, she will go into high gear and get as many others involved in her antics as she can. Why? For the mere fun and delight of the moment. With a beguiling smile to distract any cat from what is really going on behind those twinkling eyes, you wait for the perfect moment to let the chaos unleash from within. This energy can go for the betterment of all or the downfall to the foolish. That's interesting because I said one better system was erecting today, and we were experiencing the downfall of the corrupt system or the downfall to the foolish. Exactly what I was articulating, like how foolish. Poor judgment is, it's foolish to not judge things properly. You don't have criteria for yourself. Like, this is a good purchase for mom. Like, does mom actually want a Mylar balloon? How old is mom? Is mom 3? Mom doesn't want a Mylar balloon, guys. Not this mama. One does pity the unwise who trifle with this queen. Word. Don't trifle with this queen. Don't trifle with my queens, with my league of warrior. It's such a hard word to say. Warrior rests. Maybe I'll invent a new word because the men can be warriors and we can be something else. We're gang stars. We're the gang stars. That's what we'll be. We'll just be the gang stars. It's already been dubbed. Yes. Anyway, now my mind's in creativity mode and it's exploding with ideas. Essentially, what I'm getting here is that with the 8 of balls, this is our war. Our methodology is play and creativity. New charities, new products that are actually better, that don't disrupt the environment or our endocrine system or get swallowed by a poor sea turtle. It does have this get to work. It's time to take our work seriously. Our work is play, though. Our work is fun, where we fight with tools and we fight with our voices, not yelling at anybody, not condescending or rude or mean. We just educate. We lead the way by showing others a better way, leading by example. Set these up a certain way here. There's an alchemy happening for the feminine today where we're getting over this past life stuff where we let the planet down. It's okay. It's just cyclical cycles, ascension and descension. Get over it. Like, you didn't screw up. You weren't bad. It was just the fella's turn. But now it's not any longer. So we can stand in our Queen of Wand energy and get serious about working together. And it has to be together. 100%. Or else there'll be infighting and bickering over who's the prom queen. Like, shut up. That's so high school. Ooh, the Queen of Balls. Okay, that's why this deck had to come out, because she's got her lady balls. Let me go get the necklace just for comedic value. Dingle dangle. Lady balls. I know. So classy. So classy. But we were talking about lady balls, and she brought out her lady balls. And what I love here is that this staff is withered because of her past life grief and her self-condemnation, also her self-criticism, and her very dinged confidence that she has the ability to Queen of Wands this planet back into a very fecund, fertile, and vibrant state. It's like a bruise. It's this little, I'm hearing a dunce cap. Take the dunce cap off. It's not a dunce crap. No, we're not wearing a dunce crap. We're wearing our crowns and we are holding our staffs of life. I'm having one carved. I'm going to call up that person that I know is supposed to carve my staff and commission that shit. But, you know, I need my audience and I need my funding and I need my financial support. I feel like I need to announce I need money. I can't do this. I can't do any of this remodeling work without billions of dollars. We're going to need billions, ladies. Not just millions, not just thousands. We're going to need billions. So that's why it's Queen of Pentacles. But yes, I would love to walk around with a staff. I have this vision that cracks me up of just walking into that same grocery store, which is called Ingles. Dingles. And I said Dingleberry. That's funny. I called somebody Dingleberry at the beginning of the. What is going on with the balls? I'm just cracking myself up now. Okay, focus. Is there anything else that wants to come out today? Yes, I'm hearing call the bitches. Meant in the nicest way. You know why it's bitches? It's because Sirius, the moon's going to cross over Sirius, calling all my dogs to pull off their muzzles, where it's a pack of wolves. Sirius is the dog star. We aren't domesticated, groomed, caged, docile little poodles with horrific 80s poodle perm haircuts. We are feral, wild alpha wolves. And alphas can run with alphas. Who knew? Stop buying into the masculine, only one God phenomenon, or it's not even a phenomenon, fad. It's a bad fad that needs to go away. One more card for us today, and then we will call this message good. It cracks me up. Messages go wherever messages go. Mouse spirit, tend to the small things. She has a mouse here. What this is telling me is that you could get overwhelmed. You could get you could drown in overwhelm of the enormity of the situation. It's a big problem. It's a huge, huge problem where this is saying to bring it local first and tackle what you can tackle that gives you confidence and practice for larger scale, larger scope projects. This card is the apprentice card, apprenticeship, where he's putting in the practice, but it's not just practice, it's actually go time. It's practical, but it's not so big that you couldn't chew it yet. You'll grow, your capacity to handle more will expand with time is basically what I'm getting here. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Pick up your local creek, the trash around your local creek. Paint an art piece that expresses a concept to the world that they need to be introduced to. Very doable, doable, because you would fall into this every time you fail if you try to go too big too soon. And by tend to the small things, I'm also getting the micro and the macro, where as within, so without. Make sure everything that's going into your body is as high quality and pristine as possible, and that will have a ripple effect. Just by choosing one product that's a little bit better or closer to home, local, less impact, less detrimental effects, these small things add up is the concept there. All right. That was our message for today. I almost feel like I need to tie it up with a bow because it feels like it's a little loose-ended for some reason. I'm just going to hold these up. There's something about the mouse that pulls the thorn out of the lion's paw. One of the things that actually struck me in the Queen of Plants was merely holding out the olive branch. I actually feel like this is divine feminine, divine masculine. And the feminine has to offer a peace treaty or an olive branch to extend a paw to join her cause. Because I feel like the masculine energy, twin flames, masculine energy in general feels like this, where it's okay. Those of us in the know get it, where the corruption ages creates soil. But we're done with, it's enough corruption, and now we have to ensure what we have and clean it up and yada, yada, yada. So yeah, there's just something here about pulling the thorn out of the masculine's paw, which soothes the fight. It calms the beast. It offers some form of healing. I'll leave it right there. I'm sure it's going to flower and really open up for me in the next couple of hours here. But I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.